Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out the stellar lumens chart, and I am now seeing some very optimistic signs. But right now, I don't believe that it's time to be like 1000% bullish. I think we need to wait a little bit more and wait for some more very strong bullish confirmations. Why is that? You see, if you remember, the last time that we talked about XLM, we were actually all the way down here, and the idea was that because we are able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave off of the lowest low, and also to about this point we are absolutely able to find complete subwaves for either a 5 wave on the downside or maybe like some sort of a WXY. Doesn't really matter. Okay, this can be a bullish sign suggesting maybe we have hit our final low. Now back then I said, look, this can be an ABC zigzag, and if we want to be bullish in XLM, we want to see a rather strong move up in order to take this important high right in here, and at that point I think we can talk bullish with a bit more confidence. And what do you know, that scenario pretty much played out. Now what is the general idea in here, and why do I say in every single video after a strong move up, pull back down, we need to see yet another move on the upside? That's because of this. You see, if you want to argue that we have hit our final low around here, then okay, if you're interested in Elliott Waves, you need to be able to find them off of the lowest low, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. This specific example is called an impulse. Rules for it are, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 is simply not allowed to be the smallest wave. And in terms of the subwaves, you know the story. 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different counts. Doesn't really matter. Let's say, sure, ABC into 4, and yep, a WXY structure into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is going on. So the idea in my view in XLM is that so far, maybe and hopefully we are having on a higher degree 5 up into 1 correction for wave 2 in form of a beautiful ABC zigzag, and then this is going to be hopefully a massive 5 wave up into wave 3, and followed by that I need this structure to be a corrective movement into our supposedly wave 4, which means after it, what do we need to see? Yep, you guessed that right, yet another move up into wave 5. So what is it that I'm trying to tell you? You see, in XLM, it's very important to understand that these are great signs so far, but it's not actually enough. What we want to see is a very slow and choppy move down, hopefully in form of, I don't know, maybe like an ABC or maybe a WXY, followed by yet another strong move, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without a lot of overlapping of the waves. If I see this, at that point you are going to see me flip completely bullish in XLM. Also, I'm not really sure if you like classic patterns, but if you do, I think we can all agree that this is a great looking head and shoulder structure, which sort of kind of got confirmed the moment that we got a break of our neckline right in here. And if this is happening, what's the target for this pattern going to be? You need to measure the height of your pattern, and this is giving you like about a 48.49 cents XLM, which I do think in the next phase up we are absolutely going to get there, and we may even go quite a bit higher than that. So far we are going on the bullish track. The fact that we have confirmed a beautiful head and shoulder is yet another optimistic sign, but it's not enough. We need to wait just a little bit more and see some more consolidation pattern and yet another move on the upside, and at that point, okay, you know what, fair enough, the bottom is absolutely in. What you do not want to see, on the other hand, in XLM is under any kind of circumstances a very strong move down in order to take this important low down here about 38.5 cents. Why is this so important? Because if we take the lows at that point, finding a 5 wave starting from here to about this height is going to be extremely challenging. And I'm not going to say it's like absolutely impossible. No, anything is possible in the market, but let me just say this. If you are even able to find a 5 wave, the shape of it is going to look so odd to a degree that it's really not going to be your primary case, let's be honest. And at that point, well, we probably have to consider this move up in our primary scenario as just a simple ABC zigzag, meaning our move down is not over, and from here we are actually going to get a continuation of this whole move down in order to first take the lowest low down here about, let's say, 36.5 cents, but I think at that point we might go a bit lower than that. However, again, this is not our primary possibility at the moment. For now, let's be bullish as long as we are not proven otherwise. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in a stellar lumens chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.